Welcome everyone, my name's Dylan and I'm just doing a short video to guide you through our online access and our portal where you can view your investments. So the first thing you want to do is go to catapultwealth.com.au. I suggest typing it into your browser rather than using a bookmark, only because we've changed the address slightly for this new portal. In the top right hand corner you'll see a login to my portfolio button. Click that and then click the client portal login button in the middle of the page. This should bring you to a screen where you can type in your username and password. We will have sent these to you in two separate emails. If you haven't got them, obviously contact us and we'll be able to provide them. Password is case sensitive. Once you've typed that in, it's just a case of clicking the red login button below. After a little bit of thinking time, you should be presented with the homepage. Now, homepage gives you a summary of all your investments that we manage and track. You'll see the portfolio value on the top there is the total of all investments. You'll see a little graph here that shows you how the value has changed over time. You'll see each page, there's a little toggle up the top where you can change the time frame. So we've got 12 months or since inception up here. Just give you a different view of your portfolio over time. Underneath the graph, you'll see your accounts, which is basically a breakdown of the different entities that you might have investments in. So for this example, we've got a self-managed super fund and some shares in your personal name. If you click on the entity, such as the self-managed super fund in this example, you'll see a summary of what's in there. There's a little graph once again where you can manipulate the time frames, whether you want 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, get a different view of how it's done over time, and some buttons underneath the graph to remove net transfers to just view what the value has done over time, get a simpler view. If you scroll down on each of these pages, you can see clicking the Investments tab will show you the different investments within the account. You can see this self-managed super fund has a bank account. There's a Macquarie bank account with about $12,000 in it. Click on Share Portfolio. It'll expand out and you can see the individual shares in the account. You can see the cost bases, the amount, which is the percentage of the portfolio that's in each investment. It's got the market value, which is what each holding is worth today. Gains and losses, some information on that, and then a bit of information on the gross income, expected yield coming out of each of those investments. Now, if you click All Portfolios button, that will take you back to a screen that shows you all investments. So in this case, we'll be looking at the couple of joint shares as well as the self-managed super fund. So you can see bank account, share portfolio, and then under this default tab here, you've got ASX and CBA, a couple of shares that are owned separately from the self-managed super fund. In the top corner here, you've got the My Account button. This has got some useful things, the main one being change password. You can use this to change your password from the one that you've been given, so it's easy to remember. Just put in your current password, your new password, and click the Confirm button below. And then there's a home button on every page. You'll see this takes you back to the home page where you can see all your investments in the one place. Finally, the last point I just want to touch on is there's a balance sheet tab also available. What this does is it just shows you some of the stuff that we have on record. So you'll find a lot of stuff that we don't actually have feeds for. It'll be house prices and potentially your mortgage debt, cars, home contents, things like that. Important probably to note is that this isn't updated automatically, so there may be some stuff out of date. We can change it and update it, and we will do that from time to time. Finally, I just want to say thank you, and if you do have any issues getting in, any trouble with logins, anything like that, please give the office a call. Your advisor or someone in the office will be able to walk you through the process. Make sure you understand how it works and make sure you can get in. So thank you, everyone.